Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. I just got off this flight and I was literally about to go for a bike ride. And I thought about y'all and I'm like, dang, it's time for a story time. Now, if you're on my Snapchat, I had this funny debate with my mom that I didn't even know it was going to turn out to what it did. But it's hilarious, and everybody kept saying, like, you should make this a YouTube, like, you should upload this to YouTube because this was funny as hell. um so I said I was gonna do that this week. I'm so busy, I have not had time to upload and transfer and edit all of the stuff. So I actually thought of a story time today that didn't happen too long ago. Maybe a month, mm, maybe 2 months ago, something like that. So basically, I was bored as hell, and we all know when we're bored, we tend to do things we don't normally do. This was one day I was really, really bored. I wanted to get out of the house. I'm normally a homebody, but I wanted to go listen to some music. And do something. And I didn't want to do it alone. So I went on Hinge. So this guy matched with me. He was fine as hell. Now, mind you, this was in the Midwest, okay? I should have known better. I should have known, but I fucking didn't. He was a smooth criminal, okay? Let me tell you, he was a smooth criminal. You've been hit by a smooth criminal. I normally can detect pimp vibes very fast, but he was very slick.
You're gonna have a bankroll so big, when you walk down the street, it's gonna look like your pockets got the mumps.
I ain't never had those kind of mumps.
Now remember, a pimp is only as good as his product, see? And his product is women. Now you got to go out there and you got to get the best ones you can find. And you gotta work them broads like nobody's ever worked them before. And never forget, anybody can control a woman's body, see? But the key is to control her mind.
It wasn't giving pimp at first, which I should have known because where I'm at in the Midwest, these motherfucking men here are bums. They're bums, okay? They're bums. So he was fine. You could tell my man's had money, okay? And he's just my type. So, but it didn't give that. So anyway, he messaged me. He's like, oh, what you doing? And I was like, nothing. What are you trying to do? I'm trying to get out the house. And he was like, okay, what do you like to do? I want to go listen to some like live music or something like that because there's nothing to do here. So, but I love music, so I want to go, whatever. He's like, yeah, I got a place that I always go to. It's like real low key and stuff like that. And he's like, but it's cool and it's like a whole live band, all that. And they play R&B this night. And I was like, okay, cool, let's go. So we set a time. The day comes. I call him. I say, hey, I just parked just up the street or across the street. So I'll be right in. He goes, okay. I go up to the front of the thing and it says $15 entry fee. Now, my thing is, if you knew that it was entry fee, why are you not waiting at the door for me? But who knows? Maybe he was in the bathroom by the time I got there. Who knows, right? So first of all, I don't carry cash. I don't ever carry cash. I will never carry cash. I don't. Okay? It's a big no-no for me. So, and it was cash only. I was like, hi, and gave him my ID. I acted like I didn't see it. And he was like, okay, $15. So I was like, okay, you say Cash App? And he was like, no, it's cash only. And I was like, but I don't have cash. I only have Cash App. But that didn't work. He was like, no, there's an ATM right over there. He was like, there's an ATM right there.
Got him! Got him!
Like, damn. Be cool. Relax. But that didn't work. So he was like, oh, there's an ATM right here. And I was like, oh, yeah, I'm not doing that. Message him, and I'm like, I'm at the door. It's a $15 cover charge, and I don't carry cash. And he said cash only. And he was like, oh, all right. He's like, I'll come to the door right now. I'm like, okay. And he's like, normally it's free, but I guess, like, because this certain band is here, they're charging. He was like, but it was free when I got here. And I was like, oh, okay. So that made sense. So he gave the front guy $15, whatever. I come in, and he has a seat all the way in the back. Like, there's booths. So we go all the way to the back. And I'm like, oh, this is a cool place. He was like, yeah, you want anything to drink? And I was like, well, I don't drink alcohol, but I'll come with you and get a, like, an energy drink or something, or a mocktail if they do mocktails. Because, some places, if they're not used to doing mocktails, they look at you crazy when you ask for one. And got my little energy drink thing, too. He was like, oh, no, I'll just go get it for you. No, sir. No, you're not. No, you're not. I don't drink anything. I don't let men go get me drinks without me right there. And, like, you're not about to get my drink and bring it back to me. And, like, no, we're not doing that. No, I appreciate maybe, you just trying to be a gentleman. I appreciate that. And I love gentlemen. But when it comes to my drinks, like, no. Absolutely not. You are not about to roofie me or do something. People are weird these days, and you just never know who it is that is weird. So, no. But anyway, so we go get my little energy drink. We go sit down where he was sitting while he was waiting for me. Some surface level conversation or whatever, How are you? Do you got any kids? What's your favorite color? Dumb shit like that. And everything was cool. So we're listening to the live band. It's a vibe. He seems real chill and laid back, and I love the quiet type, the just chill ass. I love chill ass dudes. So during all of this conversation, literally, we were in here for maybe an hour. And the whole time we were conversating. During all of this conversation, this man has not said anything. Pimp vocabulary? Not pimp vocabulary, but like nothing he was talking about or how he talked gave pimp. Okay? Nothing at all. I'm telling y'all, for some reason, maybe because I'm a sweet person, like, but they don't realize, like, there is a whole other side of me that is, I'm not a pushover or a dumbass bitch. Like, you are not gonna pimp me, sir. I'm not a pimpable bitch. Okay? But they learn that really quick if they try. But because I guess I have a certain look, I can tell. Like, usually it's just with their conversation. As soon as I start having any type of conversation with them, I can usually tell, well, I can always tell, except for this time, that they're a pimp. Either they're a pimp or if they've been raised around pimps, But this one, nothing at all. Nothing he said. He was complete gentleman. Like, nothing he did or said gave me pimp vibes whatsoever. So, after the hour or whatever, he was like, oh, some of my people, do you like strip clubs? And I was like, I've kind of been to every strip club, but I'm definitely down to go. Like, the vibe is cool. We're having a good time. You seem cool, whatever. So let's do it. So he was like, okay, we're going to go to da-da-da. And it was like literally maybe, I say 4 blocks away. But I'm not walking, okay? So, and I paid for the meter, and I paid for like 3 hours. So I didn't want to move my damn car because it was a Saturday night, so everything was super busy. And over where we were going, that is like the main area where people be. So I knew I was going to end up having to park and pay $20 again to park, or try to find parking on the side, and that was never going to happen. So he was like, well, you could just get in with me if you want to. We were only about 4 blocks away, right? So I was like, okay, he can get me there. But if for some reason I want to leave or the vibe changes, anything, I can. I'm only 4 blocks away. Like, I can walk this, or I can get an Uber, like, if need be. I get in this car. We're going to the place, whatever. So we go in line and we go to the strip club, right? It is dead as hell. Nobody's in there. And I'm just like, okay, whatever. We went late, like that strip club closed at like 2 or 3, and we went like the last hour. So I already knew that because of that. If you know anything, I pay attention to everything, and I've dated hustlers. You know that the hustlers always go into either the club or the strip club because they're doing business. Okay, it's business deals going on, and that's why they come the last hour to hurry up, get their money, do whatever they need to do, and then get up out of there. So he's off doing his thing. He keeps coming back to check on me, making sure I'm okay, I'm good, and I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. Like, do your thing. And so I'm just chilling, minding my business. I already knew what was going on. As soon as he left me and he knew everybody there, I already knew what was going on. He was making plays, and I'm not going to be in the way of your plays. So go on. But what I did not know at the time is, he's making money plays, but he's also checking on his bitches. He is checking on his hoes. Checking on his bitches. Oh shit. Let me rewind. Rewind. One vital part of me understanding what he was. And I didn't realize it until he said this. Now, y'all, why this motherfucker? Okay. So I told y'all when I got in his car and he drove to the place, right? When I got to his car, so I'm waiting there, waiting for him to come open the door for me. Look, I'm accustomed to certain things, and chivalry is one thing that I'm very accustomed to, and I refuse. I will not date you. I will not fuck with you, nothing, if you do not accommodate and open my doors and stuff. Like, that's not gonna happen. You will never speak to me again, and most likely I'm gonna leave. But I'm waiting there. He gets in the car and just sits in the car. He rolls down the window. He goes, "What you doing?" I was like, okay, I'm just going to play it cool. This is the first date where I'm playing it cool. I don't plan on actually dating this man. I was just bored, okay? I literally was just bored and wanted to go out and have some company. That's it. So I really was not pressed like I would be if I was trying to date him. So I get in the car, but when I get in the car, I said to him, I know you don't know me, and I know this is a first gathering, date, whatever. I'm accustomed to men opening my doors. So, from here on out, I'm going to need you to accommodate that, because that, whatever that was, is not going to be tolerated. And then he looks at me, like, with a smirk on his face. He looks at me with a smirk on his face, and he goes, "I don't open cars for bitches."
And I looked at her. Who the fuck you think you talking to?
That's exactly how I looked at this man. Yes. He said that. Yes. And my mouth was wide the fuck open. Probably like yours is right now. Because, what? I said this got some nerve. How did you go from Jekyll and Hyde? Like, what the fuck is going on? I'm like, I gave him the look. And then I said, bitch. And he said, yeah, little mama, I don't mean it like no disrespect. I'm just saying, like, I don't open cars for bitches. You gotta choose your battles wisely. Because, like I said, I don't know this man like that, and this man don't know me like that. So, I could flip the fuck out, right? But we also don't know what kind of man he is. We don't know, how this could go if you do that. So, I'm just like, bitch. And he goes, yeah, little mama, whatever. And then I say, just so you know, you're not gonna refer to me as a bitch. That's not gonna fly here. There's no bitches in this car. At least I don't think so. And he was like, oh, okay, it's cool. So I'm caught off guard, but okay. All right. Like, we're already driving. We're halfway there. So I'm just like, wow, okay. Obviously, right when he said that shit in my head, it was like, ding, pimp, ding, pimp. And I was like, what the fuck? Because only pimps talk like that. Only pimps, like, you know what I mean? So, but what I was surprised about was that, he paid for me to get in. He didn't just say, oh no, like, there's an ATM, you can go, whatever, But then maybe he felt like it was an investment. And he was going to bring it up later and say, you owe me $15 for paying for whatever. And I would have laughed in his goofy ass face. But I don't know. So as soon as that happened, I was like, oh, okay, I see what this is. But he was cool. He was cool. He really was cool as fuck. And he seen nothing of it. But he didn't call me no bitch again. I'll tell you that. One thing he didn't do was call me a bitch again. So long as we had that understood, I'm never going to see you again after this. I already know that. And that's what I planned before any of this happened. So, it is what it is. We go in the strip club. And after he'd said that, I already put two and two together. He's a hustler. And then he's checking on his bitches, checking on his money, taking his money, whatever he's doing. Then he comes over to me after that he does his little rounds. He comes over to me and then we're having a conversation. But the funny thing is this man has, after all that conversation, even that hour of conversation, this man not once asked me what I do. He not once asked me what I do, what my job was, nothing. So I was like, okay, either one, he knows I'm in porn and that's why he chose me. He thinks he's gonna recruit me. He says, oh, she's in porn, she's an easy recruit. No, bitch, because I will never in my life give my money to no fucking man. Crazy as hell. But, okay. Or he just didn't care, what I did for a living. It was one or the two. I'm guessing it's the first one. How you feel about that girl over there? And da-da-da-da. And he's, picking my brain on, money shit and just certain shit he's picking my brain about. Me, this whole time, I'm just analyzing what he's saying and the certain type of questions he's asking me. I'm analyzing all of this because now I'm intrigued to see what he's trying to do and what's his point, So he's asking little questions and stuff. And from the questions he's asking, I'm realizing this man's not trying to recruit me to be a hoe. He's not trying to recruit me to be one of his hoes. This man is trying to recruit me to be his madame. To be his madame. And if you guys don't know what that means, he basically was analyzing me to think about recruiting me to manage his bitches. So basically to be a babysitter, because that's all pimps are, is fucking babysitters. He wanted me to be their babysitter. He wants me to guide them, show them OnlyFans, to, just tell them, because I've been through a lot, which I didn't tell him what I've been through, none of that shit. But, like, he could tell by the way I carry myself, by our conversation and stuff. He knows what type of bitch. He know a real bitch when he see one, and that's basically what he's seen. So, and he knew I wasn't a pimpable bitch. He knew that just from my talk and all that. So he was like, oh, she can be a madame. Like, she can teach these little bitches how to, act and how to get money for me and all this stuff. So when he's asking me these questions, and this whole time, it's so funny. I didn't say anything. I didn't be like, oh, I know you're trying to recruit me as a madame. I just went with the flow, because this whole shit is hilarious to me. In my head, I'm laughing my ass off. And in my head, I'm like, I hope this man can detect that this is never gonna fucking happen. I'm not gonna madame no bitch. Like, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Never gonna fucking happen. Never gonna happen. That game is not anything you would ever see me do, be around. No, none of that shit. I don't want nothing to do with none of it. Crazy as hell. So I'm just sitting there smiling like, yeah, I am very smart. Yeah, I do. Like, I am like a a teachable person. I don't know how to say that. Like, I am somebody who, like, in everyday life, if I can give you information on something to make your life better, to make something easier, like, I have a lot of ideals, and I'm really a, like, person that really likes to, like, help people out to be a better person, to whatever it is, I don't know, but I'm a teacher, you know what I mean, kind of, so he could tell that, and a nurturer and all of that stuff, which would be good for being a madame. So, and he never just came out and said, like, I want you to be a madame. Like, he was just asking little point questions that just made it obvious. Like, as long as you're not a dumb bitch, you should have figured that out. But, so I'm just going along with it, whatever. And then the end of the night comes. So I was like, yeah, I'm ready to go. You can bring me back to my car. And he was like, okay, let me just, like, a couple plays real quick right before I'm going to say bye to my people. I was like, all right, cool. He goes, he comes back, we get in the car. Of course, he did not open the door. I didn't even care about the goddamn door. Just get me the fuck out of here. So we get in the car or whatever, and it's quiet. I didn't say anything to him. Oh, no. Before we left the goddamn strip club, there was a guy who came in there, some food. I don't know what kind of food he had. It smelled good. But so he goes over to this man and goes, hey, yo, what's up? Obviously, he knows him because this is his spot. This is one of his spots because all his hoes be here. You know what I mean? He got business here. And this motherfucker, I know this bitch is not trying to get in here. Goofy asshole. Anyway, y'all, if y'all see the space in front of me, like, this goofy asshole really I'm going to show y'all just because. Y'all see that? That damn car right there is literally... Stupid bitch, try to back into that. Anyway, so he got 2 plates, and I didn't know who it was for. I don't know nothing, right? But he brought him to the car, and then as soon as he got in the car, he busts one open and starts eating it. It's wings, right? I didn't say anything, because this man don't owe me anything. I just thought it was hilarious, and it's such a pimp move. Or you're just an asshole. They kind of go hand in hand, but whatever. He starts busting down one of the things. Didn't offer me any. The other plate was not for me. It was for him to eat later. He said, hold on, I'm about to bust a couple of these down real quick. He said, I'm going to be hungry later, so I'm going to eat the other one later. I just smiled at him because I'm like, are you trying to get me mad? Because I really don't care. Sir, I truly don't care. I think this whole thing is comical. I think you're a fucking comical ass nigga. Like, you're comical as fuck. This dude was really funny as fuck. So, like, I don't know why, like, I don't know. I was like, oh, okay. And I just sat there and I was like, can we go though? Like, I'm ready to go. And he was like, oh, okay, yeah. So he drives me to my car. He gets out. He goes to hug me. I put my hand out to shake his motherfucking hand because don't touch me. I put my hand out to shake his hand, and he was like, "Oh, we giving handshakes now?" I said, "Yeah, that's all you get." And he goes, "Oh, okay." I said, "Yep, have a good night." And I walked away, and he just looked at me confused. So I'm like, "Dang, you really didn't you didn't get it? You didn't get it? You're really that dumb?" Or are you delusional? Because like he acted, his face was like, really giving like, why does she want to hug me? She doesn't want to be my madame. She not gonna help me with these hoes. I immediately walk off. Soon as I get in the goddamn car, I obviously lock the doors right away. Soon as I lock that damn door. And the first thing I did, before I even fucking pull off, first thing I did was hurry up, go on my phone, block him. Because what the fuck, boy, bye. Blocked his ass, drove off, never heard from him, seen him. He ain't find me on no social medias, none of that. It was done. That's the story. I hope you guys enjoyed. I was flabbergasted. This man was a whole pimp and try to make me his madame, because absolutely not. But you guys have a great day. So we are on our way to 100K, y'all. We are almost at 500 subscribers. Like, we are halfway there. So if you watch this and you like my content, you look at my other videos, my other story times, please, please, please show me some love and go subscribe. And it helps put me in the algorithm when you guys like this and you comment something. Okay, it doesn't have to be a whole long thing. You could just comment great video and like it. That would be amazing. It helps get me in the algorithm, which gets me closer to more subscribers and closer to this 1K subscriptions that we're trying to achieve. So I really appreciate you guys, and I love you guys, and I promise this week I am going to edit. I'm going to call it The Great Debate, the one I was talking about with my mom. I'm going to edit it this week, and probably in another week, a week, maybe 2 weeks, I'm going to post that one next, I promise. But I love you guys so much. I hope you guys have an amazing week, and I will see you guys soon.